What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Caniacs. Hey, Caniacs. Hey, Caniacs. Welcome back to the King Can't Wait TV. I hope that everyone has had a fabulous week. I'm not going to be before you guys long, but I did want to come and finish out the Real Housewives of Potomac season 7. I definitely want to talk about this reunion. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I feel like they got on a lot of topics that were great, but I feel like there was no accountability really taking place amongst the people who really needed to show some kind of accountability. So I was a little annoyed, a little frustrated with that. But other than that, I thought it was an okay reunion. There were some great moments that I enjoyed, as far as this colorism topic, Candace eating Giselle alive. I was totally here for. Just a lot of different things that I was really here for when it comes down to this reunion. Overall, I was bored. I needed Michael. I needed Chris Bassett. I needed more from him. I need Giselle to be more grilled. Nobody grilled her. Nobody was holding her accountable. These girls were doing the same thing they always do, which is kiss Giselle's everybody other than Candace and Wendy. So it was definitely a lot, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We all knew that Robin was a lying fool. We all know that we all knew that she knew about those rumors that Karen brought up. I don't too much care about part 3 when Robin had the speed girl. You know he cheated. You know he was with the girl. You know he bought the room. What man in his right state of mind buys a room for a female and don't hit? And then, oh, he said she said that she was dating a grizzly player or whatever player it is out there. Why she didn't call him so he could fit the bill for her room since she lost her wallet? Why can't her famous, you know, athlete boyfriend foot those bills? So it was just a lot of fake funkiness going around. Andy's going around doing his pre-questioning. I definitely think that Wendy is best dressed. I hate the seating chart. I feel like it could have been way better. Um why is Candace and Robin next to each other? Why is Wendy over there when her and Candace should have been next to each other? There was a lot of stupidity going on. As far as the seating goes, Candace hate the bob. I'm sorry, Ashley hate the bob. The dress is okay. Giselle looks like a tacky church mother. Robin. How old is Robin? Is Robin about 60? Robin was looking very much older. The makeup, the dress, the hair, it just made her look older. Karen really didn't give to me either. Y'all know I am a Grand Dame fan. However, this reunion, the Grand Dame totally let me down. Okay, in my opinion. Um, One is working. Yeah, we know he ain't there. He's never gonna be there. Everybody's gagging at the seating arrangements. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. Um, yeah, something's just off. Just they get into Giselle and her having a new boo and this, that, and the third, and then can't Andy's like, hey Candace, can you give me a ticket to Sesame Street? And Candace is like, well, make sure you should maybe ask Ashley since she has the key. Ashley did bring her friend that looks like a Sesame Street character around to cause, what she caused. Not here for it. Don't like it. Wendy said that she's healthy. Mia looks an absolute mess. I hate Mia's body. I hate her dress. And I hate the hair. I don't think it was a slam dunk at all. My opinion, tacky boots. We talk about Ashley filing for divorce and how she ain't getting no money from the settlement or the divorce. Everybody's gagging like, girl, you slow. Like, why would you like do that? And then then you got Michael pulling up while you have a date with the summer house dude. It's just uncomfortable. It's just very tricky. And in true Ashley form, she's very much lost, confused, don't know what's going on. And I just think that she's an idiot to file for divorce and not get any alimony. So hopefully she gets some child support. But we will see, because at the end of the day, you don't have this old man's children. This man has embarrassed you. This man has literally had his way with you. And for you to leave out of the marriage without one red cent, other than the house that y'all put in the LLC name jointly, that is the dumbest thing ever. Okay. So the girls are like, well, maybe some money that he made that wasn't invested while y'all was together, maybe you can touch that money. So Ashley's struggling. She in a house that she can't afford with her 2 kids, and she wants to be monogamous with her man. She ain't got no problem with what Mia got going on, but for her and her house, they shall serve the Lord. So that's Ashley's tea. Um, since Mia laughing and everything, Ashley changed after she had kids, So if you want to keep, your slutty, open marriage going on for your husband to keep your husband, then do that. But that's not what I want to do. Ashley versus Candace. I love how Candace segued into, oh, when I had money, or when my mama was helping me out pay my bills because of generational wealth, it was a problem. But the fact that Ashley can't take care of herself as a woman, signed the divorce decree to not get nothing, but she still needs her ex-husband's coin, that's kind of like okay. But when my mama was helping me, not a man, not a dog, she no good ex-husband, then it was a problem. And I feel like Candace really had a good point there. Like y'all tried to like ridicule me for my mama being well off and being able to take care of me. Meanwhile, y'all mamas Cain. So, like Ashley said, by the time my kids are 30, they will have their own place. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Her and Michael, Ashley says her and Michael are co-parenting, and we hope it gets better. We talked to Mia about her health scare. She broke. Is she screwing Peter? Child, she had to move out of her house because she ain't got the coin. I hollered. She's still under care and on medication. She maybe has to have a hysterectomy. And I love how Andy was like, so, at first when we heard about your stuff, we wanted to make sure that, it wasn't from like all the surgeries. And I love that flashback. They show her to I got my bottom lip done, my teeth done, my nose done, my booty done, my lip done, my clit done, my toe done, my knee done, my back done, that whole thing. So y'all need to calm down with the surgeries. That could be the reason why a lot of y'all are, got these bumps and lesions and cancer scares and, this thing. Y'all better stay off these surgery tables. That's the real tea. Wendy is a liar. We all know that Wendy, they caught Wendy on camera lying, saying that she thought Mia was lying about Cancergate. So Mia and Wendy, they kind of have this little back and forth when Wendy lets her know, well, my husband, he's not an opportunist. He's there for me and supportive for me. So hopefully your next husband will be there for you. And I hollered, honey. The girls are gagging and asking questions about Mia's business. Like, okay, so are you the owner of your business? Well, did it get foreclosed? Oh, well, it looked like there was some embezzlement going on. Or, oh, it was this. And Mia's like, oh, I'm not going to ask any questions if you guys are just going to laugh. They're laughing because it doesn't make any sense. You was using money from y'all business to fund that house. And that's okay, I guess, but the man who sat on the board said it wasn't okay. So don't get mad at the girls for gagging. Take that up with the man who sit on the board. And then Mia start talking about, oh, I do have a seat on the board and oh this and oh that. And it's like, girl, do you or do you not? Are you the owner or are you not? Because when Jacqueline came out, Jacqueline cleared you. When Jacqueline came out, Jacqueline cleared you, honey. So let's make it make sense. We get into Candace. Apparently Chris sent a DM to Giselle apologizing that they didn't get to talk during the season. No one cares. He did not do anything according to him and his wife It was a feeling that Giselle had based on him and her being in the room. But at the end of the day, Giselle, you went in the room too. Y'all opened the door and saw that nobody was in there. You should have asked him to leave immediately. Why have the conversation and then say you felt uncomfortable? Why wait 5 or 6 months to when we start production to say that you were uncomfortable? Nobody's telling Giselle not to feel how she wants to feel. If you was uncomfortable, you was uncomfortable. It is what it is. But don't sit here and say you were uncomfortable and not address the wifey until 6 months later. To me, that's lame. To me, it's fake. And to me, it kind of makes the people gag like, I don't know if this is, something I should believe. And I felt Candace when she was like, you're the reason why women don't come forward. You're the reason this. You're the reason that. Like, yeah, I felt her on that on me. Girl. But anywho, let's move on. Let's move on because I'm bored talking about it. She does have 6 embryos, so congratulations to Candace. And I love when they got into the semantics of the whole Chris making Giselle uncomfortable or not or uneasy. It was semantics, and I love how Andy was like, "Forgive me if I'm not really tapped in, but are we in the are we in the are we in the Victorian age to where men and women can't go in the room and have a simple conversation? Have we got there with society? Maybe so. I love how Wendy spoke. Like, it's okay to feel how Giselle wants to feel. However, there's a pattern of actions to where it's always convenient when the show is filming that she wants to come out with these accusations or lack thereof. So, it makes sense. I love what Wendy and Candace are saying. Absolutely. I love it. And like Candace told Giselle, your dwindling uterus was just sitting inside of you, waiting for you to bring it up. But you rather talk about that later on down the line when you could have been talking about that all season long. And Giselle just, oh yeah, people was there for me. People was there for me. Yeah, because you was finally being honest. You was finally speaking on the truth. You was finally opening up to us, telling us what was real. We are at the 12-minute and 40-second mark, and I am moving on to the part 2 of the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 7 reunion, honey. Wendy and Candace still eating Giselle up about #uterusgate. Mia chiming in. Shut up. Nobody asked you anything. You're the one losing houses and cars, honey. Hush, 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 hush. We all know that Deborah was reaching with the whole Happy Eddie comment. We don't care. I think Robin is lame for even bringing it up. The fact about the speaker when she brought up Candace's live, and like Robin said, well, I didn't know who you were talking about. I know me and you were friends, but I thought that maybe you and I were this and yada yada yada. Candace like, girl, if you thought I was talking about you and you and I are friends, why would you not come to me as your friend, as your good sis, as somebody who you've been rocking with since I've been on this show, apparently. So, it is what it is. Wendy did feel a certain type of way about Candace saying that her and Robin were the closest. Um, Wendy felt the way. Candace did receive that, which I thought was really, really big of her. And I enjoyed that. I thought that was really, really dope just to see the girls like coming together and trying to mend fences. Because they are the Black Barbies and they are those girls. And the whole Slither moment outside of the studio this season was iconic. Okay. They get into Giselle's house, the live shows, and the uterus. Karen explains that, she don't steal people ideas. It is what it is. A lot of times they just happen to be doing the same thing around the same time. Now, we love the Ladoms, but Karen asked Karen, Andy asked Karen if Robin had the Robins, what would they be? And Karen said, boring. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Giselle had her surgery. It was 8 hours long. she was getting choked up, and she's like, we'll talk about it later. Andy was like, no, we'll talk about it now. This is the first time that anybody has seen you get emotional, that anybody has even had an inkling of what's going on in your life. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, and we're going to discuss the things of the things, okay? Pyrrha. It was sad though that her daughters were scared. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Um, 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 and again, Giselle, you're dating this young guy. I hope we get to see him next season. We need to see something other than Norman and Scorman and Pastor Holy Whore in Monique's voice. Wendy, child, at the end of the day, we get into Wendy being sick and working hard. Wendy do better. Wendy said she's been drinking wine, tequila, and water. They talk about, Mia assaulting her, her relationship with Peter, and she doesn't know Peter. I mean, like that. She was never going to contact Peter when she was in Miami. And we all know that Mia had a thing with Peter's ex-girlfriend before she even got with Peter. So why did you throw the drink? There was a whole lot of stupidity going on. I didn't appreciate this segment because, again, like Wendy said, and I feel like Wendy was triggered because you were showing me your cootie cat and doing all this and doing all that, but the way, like Wendy said, the way in which it was handled within this group was a mess. And I didn't like how Candace was trying to say that Ashley took a different stance on abuse and physical altercations. And I like how Ashley stood up like, no, nobody was defending Wendy. Like everybody was only, talking to me and defending me. And so I feel like Ashley was totally in the right to defend Wendy. So I didn't understand what Candace meant by, yeah, you switched up this year. Yeah, you switched up this year. No, she did not. Wendy was assaulted. Like Wendy told me, you assaulted me. You assaulted me. And I feel like Wendy got re-triggered. She broke down crying. Again, there was still no accountability on ugly, botch face, crater face Mia. It's a mess, honey. It's a mess, honey. And I like how Wendy said, like, don't get it twisted. The only reason I didn't choke is because of who I am as a woman. Who I am as a woman wouldn't let me get out there with you like that. Be clear. Because we all know Wendy would knock Mia head off her shoulders. Robin, we talked to Robin about, she was saying Wendy was antagonistic, and Karen was like, oh, so why the fight, or shut up, why you say that. Robin tried to clear it up. We all know that Rob was basically telling Wendy, if you ain't gonna fight, shut up. We all know that's what she was doing. We get it, we saw it, we understand it. It's really nothing to keep going back and forth and playing semantics over, because we saw it. You threw gas on the fire, period. And then I don't understand why Robin is bringing Karen's name in it. Well, because at this point, Robin is in the hot seat about her being messy and recording and all that. I would have thought Karen, this is Robin, I would have thought Karen would have been the one to say, do this, do that, and you girls break it up, and yada, 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 and woo, huh? Why are you bringing Karen in this? That has absolutely nothing to do with Karen. It was weird. And y'all already know, I think Robin is a down low. I think that she's a true lesbian. I just think that she's afraid to come out of the closet and to tell the truth, We all know that Charisse put her hands on Robin to prevent her from moving forward. But again, I don't like, here goes Giselle and Wendy. I mean, Giselle and Robin, the entire reunion, when it came down to when Wendy was attacked or when anything was against Wendy. Well, I don't like her. Well, we're not friends. So that makes it okay for somebody that you don't like to be mistreated a certain type of way when all of y'all were supposed to be homegirls. When all y'all were supposed to be good girlfriends. Okay. No one held me accountable. Again, I already talked about Ashley and how she felt. I was proud of Ashley. In this moment, as well as I was proud of Ashley during the colorism moment as well. Very, very, very good job, Ashley. I still think you're dumb for getting a house in an LLC that you and Michael both names are on, and I do think you're dumb for signing a settlement or whatever it was for you not to get nothing. So I think that was stupid. They start roasting Giselle. You know, why didn't you defend Wendy? It's like you switched up too. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong, and that speaks to your moral compass. Period. And I like how Wendy was just speaking and just with true class and true knowledge and true real energy. I was here for it. I was so. Jacqueline arrives, but before Jacqueline gets there, they speak about colorism and the fact that Giselle, as Candace is explaining what it is. I love how, first off, I love how Andy stepped aside. I'm a white gay man. I don't know nothing about colorism. I'm privileged. Let me step aside. Let's let the girls talk about it. Now, apparently, the girls all got calls from production saying, yeah, we want to talk about it, but do y'all want a mediator or do y'all want to talk about it amongst you guys selves? And the girls all decided that they were going to talk about it together. Okay. So, without the mediator, I feel like they should have had Iyanla. I feel like they should have had Iyanla fix my life because she would have got them together. We would have dug deeper. Iyanla would have dug deeper. I'm telling you what I know. Iyanla would have dug deeper. Period. Everybody acting confused after Candace give the definition of colorism. And, oh, Giselle, oh, if you're emotional, what does that have to do with skin color? What to do with skin color? So Karen like, oh, let me nip it in the bud. Let me nip it in the bud. What she's saying is if she did something, she's going to be judged differently versus you or I or Robin or Mia or Ashley. Okay, we all know what colorism is. We have got to stop playing like we don't understand what it is. What it is. Even Ashley, before she, understood and said, I understand the privilege. I get it. Yeah, we know you white passing. We know. We know. But Ashley also said, could it also be that Candace's personality just rubs people the wrong way? Yeah, that could be true. That could be true. That could be true. Mia speaks that she's raising a brown girl. Giselle speaks that she's raising a brown girl. So, they move forward from this conversation really, really quick. I feel like it could have went on for at least another 10, 15 minutes. But it is what it is. Jacqueline comes out. Jacqueline looks cute. This is the first time she's seen Mia since the season wrapped. Her and Mia, they get into what they went through, being friends, falling out. Did she sleep with Gordon? Did they buy the Porsche? Did they do this? Did they do that? They grew up together. They're still close. Jacqueline is mad about the foreclosure text that Mia sent to the group. Like, hey, why are you saying that my house is in foreclosure? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? When your family business is in shambles, and they both pull out their receipts. And that leads us into part 3. Guys, we're at the 23-minute and 20-second mark. Moving forward to part 3 of the Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 reunion. Mia and Jacqueline are still carrying on. Jacqueline is clearing, like, no, Mia, the problem is you're unhinged. And let's talk about you're unhinged. You're sending text messages. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're trying to say I sleep with married men. You're trying to say I slept with Gordon. We all know Mia ain't lying. I feel like Jacqueline do sleep with married men. And I feel like Mia doesn't want to really get into it because you do love her. Y'all do have a friendship. But Mia, you've already opened that can of worms. And now we're all looking at Jacqueline like, girl, did you sleep with married men? Apparently, Mia was never the CEO of her company, and that's why the company is gone. The brothers kicked her and Gordon out from the joint chiropractic. Gordon never had any sex with Jacqueline. They talk a little bit about married men gay. I just spoke on it. I feel like Mia said, I'm not. Everybody keep bringing up the fact that Gordon was married when Mia was messing with him. Mia said, I'm not denying it. That's the difference. She's denying it. I'm owning my truth. I'm owning the fact that I'm a kid and I'm trash and I slept with the married man. Okay. Mia brings up the fact that she was really annoyed and bothered by Jacqueline bringing up that she needed more DICK because Gordon had survived cancer, and he has a problem getting erect. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. Mia told this girl, yeah, so you was lying on me. I mean, Jacqueline told this girl, yeah, you was lying on me and doing this and saying that. I have a home. You don't. I said, oh, see, that's why you got to watch what you say about people, because you throwing this shade and throwing this salt on somebody's name, and now look at you, done lost all your businesses and companies, and now you got to move out of your house. Let's be clear. Um, Jacqueline also brings her receipts to say, hey, I got my own house and I got my own car. I went along with that on the season to say that no, I did not, to say that, because Mia wanted me to be up under her. So yeah, I went along with it saying that she gave me the down payment. But the real tea is I got my own car. My car is in my name. Okay. Period. Pretty much Jacqueline is clearing Mia. Okay. And but what I liked about Giselle in this Jacqueline and Mia moment is when Jacqueline tried to say, no, I never slept with Gordon. That was just the people trying to make that, woo, 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 woo. And Giselle was like, okay, but you're grown. So if somebody asked you if you had SCX with somebody, say yes or no. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. Y'all were very, like, tiptoey around the situation. Like, if y'all was together, period. So they don't get to a resolution. Bye, Jacqueline. Sharice comes out with this ugly ponytail. The whole Karen versus Sharice playback. Sharice is now divorced. She got a 50-50 settlement. The whole thing with Karen and her mama. Karen, I want to talk about the mama. Sharice says that her and Karen were cool at the funeral. She drove down there to be a friend. I like how Andy let Karen know, hey, we called Sharice back. Sharice didn't just come here to pick with you and be a bully with you. We called her back. We haven't seen her. She is an original. And, I'm the boss, and that's just what it was. Now, it comes out that Sharice lied on Karen's name in that episode, talking about Karen do this and have sex with this and do this and do that because of what Karen was saying about her. But Karen was like, I never brought up sexual misconduct against you. I never brought up sexual misconduct against you because I know you have children. And what we have found out on the blogs is Katie Ross said that her and Sharice allegedly, carpet munched with each other. So who knows, honey? Who knows, honey? Then they start getting into, oh, we've heard stuff about this, we heard stuff about that. And Karen was like, we all get those phone calls. We all get calls. The same people who calling you about me are calling me about you. And that's the real tea. Whenever you are on the show and people don't know that you don't like somebody, you do get those phone calls. You do get those DMs. You do get those text messages. You do get those, little colloquialisms of information that people want to know and want to fill you in. So, um, then we get into the rumors about Karen, and now Mia talking about, oh, it's her cousin who said that Karen was dating here, this person, that person, and Karen was like, well, give me the name and number because we want to sue, and who are you protecting? And the rumors are no truth. There's absolutely no truth to it. Okay. We talk about Robin's marriage. She's married. Let's talk about your rumors. The rumors aren't true according to Robin. Robin said that there's no infidelity clause in her marriage, in her prenup. These girls are just dumb. After 7 years and then 3 years of being engaged, that's what you got to give. Giselle still wasn't invited and felt a certain type of way. And then her and that man still gonna get 50-50. One and Robin still gonna get 50-50. It's so stupid. Karen said one got a girlfriend and she's blonde. Can we talk about it? Robin's sitting up here acting dumb, like she don't know it, she don't know that. And that's why Andy grilled her when she came to watch What Happens Live, because this segment, you sitting here playing in our face, knowing that you don't went through something, but you don't want to say it. It's just childish. One hates the show. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Family Fun Day was trash. Robin not inviting Wendy and the kids was trash. Apparently one of them report somebody, a basketball player's being alleged sexual assault, honey. So of course Robin gonna lie and defend her husband, but I did look up that case And y'all, when y'all get a chance, try to look up that case. Apparently, allegedly, one of the student coaches catfished one of the players and made the player think that he was a girl and was sending him, had the player send him all kind of freaky pictures. Then he started catfishing them, basically saying, oh, you got to do this and do that to get the money. And then the boy told the man that he was being blackmailed too. And then next thing we know, the blackmailer started having a football player do sexual acts with the student coach, and it all came out that it was possibly the student coach who set it up from the beginning. I said, child. Then the player went to Juan Dixon and told Juan Dixon this, that, and the third. Juan Dixon didn't protect him, child. All he did was told the player that the student coach player was mentally insane. Child, these sisters and punks do too much. It take all that to get a little piece of D. Anyways, the men are joined. They come out. They get into Happy Eddie, and just the fact that Eddie and Wendy were able to laugh that off. It was definitely funny. It was a kiki, you know. Eddie was like, I'm an easygoing guy. Like, unless it, you know, affects my coin, my wife, my children, it takes a lot to get me in my bag. So I like that. I like Eddie. I love Eddie. G speaks about Mia's health and how hard it was going to the doctor with all the questions, but no answers. He teared up, and I thought that was beautiful. He ain't messed with Jacqueline, but he has done other things for other women, and it is what it is. There was no penetration, and it is what it is. And he didn't understand what was so funny about that, because everybody laughing. So we get into Chris and the claims. He's reading and roasting Giselle, losing clients, answering to his family, answering to his children. You know, he was annoyed, and Giselle's still sitting over there. I'm apologizing. I'm trying to apologize. Well, I apologize for calling him a sneaky leak. And that's when Giselle, Candace read her, your white passing, think that you could tell these lies. You're the reason why women don't want to come forward for the Me Too movement. Yo, gutter snipe, low budget. I mean, she was really clearing, and rightfully so. And when Chris was going off, Candace was just, hmm. So, you know. What did he do? Then she talking about Cal. Then Giselle talking about Cal, the gay makeup artist that Karen had to read season 1. Girl, nobody care about what he said. It's just semantics. I've already talked about this. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. I don't understand why me and Ashley are chiming in when Candace is defending her husband. It kind of is what it is. Ashley kind of spoke to, oh, you're trying to say, we just had to talk about colorism and it doesn't apply to you. Like, you just called Giselle white passing, woo, 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 woo. Wendy said the same thing. Candace received it, but she still felt how she felt. Like she said, yes, my words may have been inflammatory, but the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. Period. We get into Potomac After Dark, the sex talk, what happened between me and Wendy. Apparently, they all showed Wendy, Candace, Mia, and Ashley also showed their poom poom pals to each other. Apparently, Wendy has the cutest one. Ray, Karen's husband, said the rumors are BS. Period. Karen was going to bring out some receipts. Ray said, don't do it. They're newlyweds. They discussed the picture of Karen. Again, the rumors are fake and false. Karen said, how am I supposed to know if it was me or not? Nobody ever showed me the picture. And like Karen said, Robin, I didn't accuse your man of sexual assault, but what I do say, he needs to keep his hands off of women inappropriately. Period. And it is what it is. I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. He got a woman out there in Georgetown that he cheats on you with. And it is what it is. You're accepting the pickle juice. You're accepting the pickle juice. So if you're going to keep accepting the pickle juice, then you're just going to keep getting pickle juice. Okay? All right. Anywho, they ended the reunion. The reunion wrapped with them with Andy going tech, coming out playing Candace's song. If you got a problem, come see me about it. I know the problem. I think you're insecure. Next we see Robin. She admitted on her podcast that her man was dealing with a woman during COVID when she was depressed and tired and through, when he didn't want her, when he wasn't attracted to her. There was a hotel receipt. She don't think that they had sex. She don't think they were physical. She's a liar. She's a loser. I think Anthony was grilling her, rightfully so, and she was waiting on Karen to bring it up. This idiot said she was waiting on Karen to bring up her husband's alleged infidelity. Why not just say I went through it and defend Candace and do this and do that? Like, it was just so stupid. It was just so childish. Period. Now, I do want to give Robin her flowers, though. She did have Chris back. When Giselle brought it up and was doing all that carrying on, she really did. She really did. She really did. She really did. Andy read her even more. Like, why didn't you bring it up when y'all were in Mexico when Karen brought up the blonde haired lady in Georgetown? You know, Andy's irritated because we're paying you all this money, Robin, and you're not giving what needs to be gave. And I really feel like, Robin, you probably don't talk yourself out of your coins, because Andy was looking kind of irritated, like, okay, but you went through something. How dare you not share this? Oh, me and my man, we talked about it. We worked through it. Okay, but y'all bring up other people's past. And like Andy said, you were a part of that conversation about cheating and people's husbands and this, that, and the third. Why not, talk about your own? Anyway, child, we'll have to wait and see what season 8 is gonna give. That is my review over the Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 reunion, part 1, part 2, and part 3. Please like this video, share this video, leave a comment. Follow me on all of my social media in the description of this video. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and become a member and hit that bell so that you are notified when I go live. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for supporting me and being here. Have a good weekend. And if you are a fan of my Chasing Dallas reviews, I will be back tomorrow with that review.